really good in the hood. Not real sure what thumbnail I'm gonna put on here. Deliver this message, right? The title, yeah, it is what it is. So, you know, I'm here for a I'm here for the main thing being the main thing, and I'm gonna get on up out of here. So, um, some folks is upset. I don't care. Uh, explaining the beef comic book, the beef in content, beef with content. Fubu jersey. So I believe in some things, and there's some things I don't believe in. Just gonna keep it a buck. Um, I don't necessarily believe you have to do everything somebody else does. You know what I'm saying? What you do in the privacy of your own home is in the privacy of your own home. Raised between Camilla, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, and the Bronx, New York. I don't want to say I've seen it all, but different people, different walks of life. Joining the Marine Corps straight out of high school, you meet a diverse group of people. I knew a brother, legal specialist, Lance Corporal Trujillo. Yeah, I knew him. Yeah, wasn't a brother like that, you know. I call him brother because Marines, and suppose the Marines are all the same color, just different shade, light green, dark green, steel green. And so I could go back a few days. I don't think I have to. What I've experienced though, since I put a picture out there is, and I ain't mad. I ain't mad. I ain't mad at you. But I wanna be perfectly clear, because I think some people are trivializing it, minimalizing it because they don't know any better. And then some are doing it because they do know better. They just don't want it to be what it is. So there are just some things in life you shouldn't support. There are just some things in life you shouldn't be down with. Some things in life you do what you can't come back from. Some things you do in life you can. They say a lot. They say you can tell a lot about a based on the company that they keep. That's not something that I created. That's something I was told. More often than not, you're not wrong, right? And so when somebody makes an accusation about you, you want to be as far away from the truth as possible. If it's a negative allegation, you don't want your name mixed up in a negative. You don't want that. You don't want that. It says a lot about your character. It does. It says a lot about your character. There are some underlying moral issues here that some folks are aware of. They don't care. All you gotta do is look at who leaves the comments. there are some more issues here that some don't care about, and I'm scrambling to understand that. I am. So let's be clear. Let's go ahead and cut to the chase, right? Okay, so you voted for Donald Trump. You're proud of that. Good. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get to the nitty gritty. So you're proud of that. So my question is, regardless of who's in the Epstein files, do you want them released? Regardless. Now, here might be the difference between some of us and some others. There are some of us, we don't care whose name is in the Epstein files. We want everybody that's in it to be punished. We don't care. The question is, why do you? You don't believe in women's rights? There was a crime committed. There are people that committed crimes. Got daughters? How would you feel? Would it matter then? Because if we think about it, by and large, the victims of Jeffrey Epstein did not look like me. So if someone can go above and beyond not to care about me and mine, I could return that energy, but is that morally right? No, it's not. No, it's not. We listened, we witnessed, experienced women being demonized, women who couldn't have children. What party did that come from? Does that have anything to do with politics? No, it doesn't. Some women are born with that. They can't have children. But some women, because of something a man has done, can't bear children. Did we demonize the men? Or did we just talk about a woman's inability to conceive a child? How, Sway? How do we celebrate that? As an individual, let alone a country, let alone as a political party. How is that what we do? And why we keep looking the other way? Delineation is in the title of the video. What's the line of delineation? Because I know it's not racism. That's why I didn't even bother mentioning it. Because some of you have embraced that. Okay, well, what's the line of delineation? How far can somebody go before you disavow it? What needs to happen before you say, no, that's wrong? The same group of people who didn't want somebody to be the president of the United States because his father was born in Kenya. Okay. All right. So should Melania be a first lady? If we're just doing American. Or are we going to make an exception? See, at the crux of it all, which is getting overlooked or not being given enough attention, is what's the history of racism in this country? When did women get their rights to vote? It's a lot to unpack to support somebody and then brag about it and then have the audacity to get mad at those who have an issue with it. It's almost as if it doesn't matter as long as you like them. Which is ironic considering the person actually said they could go out in the middle of the street, commit a crime, and nobody would do anything. Which is even more ironic when you consider we have law enforcement officers walking around in mask. I mean, mask. That's crazy. Deleting people. And it don't matter. You could be a nurse that works with vets, that's honorable. Or you could be a woman. Doesn't matter. As long as I like you. There's a moral erosion going on in a country where I remember what you had to say to any adult was yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Thank you, no thank you. And in 2026, we are sitting up here as a country divided on how to be respectful to one another and have some morals. I said it on TikTok today. My brother Darryl got 9:30 live, 9:45 live, so I'm not gonna be in long. I rocked with R. Kelly. He's locked up. I like me some bad boy music. Diddy's locked up. I'm not gonna sit up here and offer up no excuses for either one of them. No differently now, I don't understand how folks keep offering up excuses for the other dude. I listened to Born in the 90s. I did. The song Vibe. Little cute Aaliyah's got it. I bought 12 Play. I did. Sex Me Part 1 and Sex Me Part 2 were two of my favorite jams. That's Aaliyah's voice on the answer machine. And yes, they were married. You know how I know? Because you can't annul a fake marriage. They got an annulment. So when all this stuff started popping off with him, I'm not surprised. I want him to get some help. But if he don't want to get no help, that's the line of delineation. I still like R. Kelly as an artist. You know, I find it hard to play his music. Because if I play his music, what am I saying? Yeah, I know that there's just supposed to be a separation between the artist, the musician, and the person. Morally speaking, is there? No, for real. Is there? Are there not any more recording artists I could be listening to? This catalog is tremendous. I did that. But is there nobody else? Then there's this thing. As a historian, Griot. Is Jerry Lee Lewis demonized? Is he? What about Elvis Presley? Because doesn't he have a movie coming out? My history, I don't think my history is off on that one. It was more than about Milestone Comics. It was about more than a FUBU jersey. I'm sorry, some of y'all do get it because you really want to call me the N-word. I'm sorry. I'm going to help y'all out. 2 of y'all already beat you to it. A long time ago. 1987, Memphis, Millington, Tennessee. Yeah, Sailor beat you to it. His mom and dad passed away, or didn't pass away. Got into a car accident. I know, because his friend told me after he called me the N-word at the E Club. Now, why would he call me that? At the E Club. I'm enlisted just like he is. He's in the Navy, I'm in the Marine Corps. What makes me the N-word? Then there's my subordinate at Best Buy. They flunked down stocking. I was off. What made me the N-word? With the hard ER sound. Yeah, what made me that? Let me see. Veteran, armed forces, hardworking. Are those really the qualities of an N-word? Or does it not matter? It was more than about a FUBU jersey. It was about more than Milestone Comics. It was about more than Black History Month. Folks hear what they want to hear. No, it's about the company you keep. Their beliefs, their rhetoric, their verbiage. You like to think that matters. If we don't want to play identity politics, right? Because wouldn't we literally be playing identity politics if we're calling me the N-word? Some of y'all still gonna come to his defense. I'm just gonna go ahead and warn you right now. Should you leave a comment even remotely resembling like you're defending him? Because see, I just want to make sure we're clear. If you're defending him, you're defending the company that he keeps. If you're defending the company that he keeps, you're defending the person that they voted for. And that's the line of delineation. You can tell a lot about a person by the company they keep. You can judge a great deal. I don't know when we started looking the other way, when it was okay to be rude. I don't know when that became a thing. But should you choose to leave a comment on this video, so I can't tell you what to do. I can't. But I'm going to snapshot your video, your post, your comment. I'm going to take a screenshot of it and I'm going to blast you all over social media as somebody who supports what's in the Jeffrey Epstein file. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw that line in the sand. Some of y'all need it based on how you've been talking. Make sure when you leave a post, you got some type of courage and conviction. Because I said that to one of y'all today, and before I could do it, you deleted your comment. Those are the moves of a coward. Stand on it. Ain't that who you voted for? Didn't you look the other way? Don't you still make derogatory comments about people you know nothing about based on melanin? Based on a man-made thing called race? Don't you still do it? You don't give two doggos about women. You don't. Whenever they pop up in something and you not the lead, don't you, what you call it? Woke, DEI, and you be using woke all wrong. But you don't care though. You don't care about culturally appropriating somebody and using it for your own devices. So go ahead. As a matter of fact, go on any of my posts in regards to Comics Explained and Ernie Blurred Without Fear. Go on any of them and leave whatever negative comment you like. I'm going to take a screenshot and I'm going to share your comment on all the social media platforms. I want to make sure folks know exactly who you are, because you should be proud of it, right? Right? I know I am. So yeah, I'm out. Silence is consent. Always has been. And I absolutely find some of y'all despicable as human beings. Your conduct, what you're willing to tolerate, what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing to put up with just because you like somebody. When if it happened to you, one of yours, we already know. I'm gonna get on up out of here. I want to thank the Rock With Me Nation. We are well on our way to 1600. Yeah, I believe that. I don't know when Hydra took over, because I'm pretty sure more than enough of them saw Captain America Civil War and thought they were working for S.H.I.E.L.D. No, you working for Hydra. You absolutely were. You working for Hydra. So, yeah, I'm going to get on up out of here. What does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? I didn't make that up either. I didn't write that. I didn't create that. No, I absolutely didn't. But I get it. I understand it. More than enough of us are willing to do it. Sacrifice our soul just to gain the world. Well, you can, but quite a few of y'all like to tell folks that you're Christians. And if I'm not mistaken, that Bible says the meek shall inherit the earth. Wonder where you fit in at. In memory of the late great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, the God in me says I have to wish you love, peace, and soul. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because I'm not the one you got the answer to. Unless you cross that Mason-Dixon line, that line of delineation, with me. Yeah, I'm not the one you got the answer to on Judgment Day. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.